Welcome to A's Linguistics. This channel is about all things linguistic. So let's see what we've got today. What is the difference between syntax and grammar? Because I mentioned two words in the previous video, I didn't clarify it, right? In general, like layman terms, some people might use grammar in the sense of like all the rules of the language, regardless of what those rules are. But syntax has a technical definition. Syntax and grammar are not the same thing. Syntax is a part of grammar, but grammar is not part of syntax. Grammar consists of syntax plus more. So there's more to grammar than syntax. Syntax is language structure beyond word level. Grammar is that plus what goes on inside the word. Grammar may be defined in different ways, but the most widely used sense of grammar is that grammar consists of syntax plus morphology. I said syntax is language structure beyond word level, but it doesn't include intonation, okay? Intonation is also an aspect of language which functions beyond word level, but it is the realm of phonology and not of syntax. So syntax tells you how to put words together to form well-formed sentences. Grammar, on the other hand, in addition to what syntax does, also explains the way words are formed. So I said grammar is syntax plus morphology. But what about syntax versus morphology? While syntax is that part of grammar which explains the way words are combined into sentences, morphology is that part of the grammar that explains the way words are made. An interesting thing, which is like when we get to language typology, we will see that the languages can be analytic or synthetic to different degrees. Analytic is when you have less morphology and more syntax. So analytic languages use more words, but they're very syntax heavy. There's usually an equilibrium between how much syntax and how much morphology a particular language has. It means that some languages are more synthetic in the sense that they are heavier morphology. For example, they have a case. So if you look at the word, it tells you a lot about how the words relate to each other. But that information is included in the word itself, which means that that information is morphological. And also it could be the case that some languages which are morphology heavy, they may become morphology light and syntax heavy through time. For example, a lot of Indo-European languages used to be very morphology heavy. They had like 8 cases or sometimes more, at least 8 cases and then 3 numbers, but they lost all of those cases and they lost the dual number and they have become more analytic. Examples are English and Persian, so they don't have much case and they used to be morphology heavy, but now they are syntax heavy. Thanks for your time and attention, and see you again soon.